Hello, good morning. My name is Hugh. Welcome to the Hugh of Fun. Today it is our Monday co-working stream. Now you may notice we're starting a little bit later than normal, and that's because YouTube defaulted to set my video as private today. I don't know. Don't ask me. As you can see, we're in Spirit City Lo-Fi sessions, and it may look a bit different, and that is because we have got the Enchanted Gardens DLC. So let me give you a little tour before we get to work. Let me just tell people we're live. Okie dokie. Right, so welcome. This is my garden. The garden is pretty customizable, so there's all different sorts of backgrounds. There's a lush forest, there's the cherry blossoms, there's the mushroom forest, there's like, I don't know, Wizard of Oz style. And then we've been doing the city one at the moment. There's also loads of different ways to do the ground. You change up the fences, the lamps, the borders of all the different plants, like this. All of the garden sections, so there's so many options, and you can color change all of them. Then you can set up different picnics and different picnic accessories. There's bento boxes and all sorts. These are really cute, very subtle. Growing candles. But yeah, you can have lots of different cutesy things. I've gone for a very heavy knitting out. I've gone for a very classic picnic basket. Then we also have the greenhouse, and again in the greenhouse there is so much to customize. It's our little workbench area. You can also, if you are someone that uses a wheelchair, you can bring your wheelchair outside. Brilliant. Look, you can see me working in the background there. We also have the gazebo, which is another area. And yeah, so these are the three areas that we've got. That's just the decor. Then activity wise, so many things: stretching, relaxing, sipping, reading, playing, meditating, watering. Hey meeps. Whoa, chat just went mental. Okay, fun fact, all of your messages just came through at once. Good day DJG. Hello Meeps. Meeps, you're not late at all because YouTube set my video to private, like as an auto feature thing, and I didn't notice, which is my bad, nobody else's. So for the first 10 minutes I was just streaming to myself. But look, pigeon, witchy pigeon. Yes, we're getting online training done today, and this is one of my books. Oh no, you can see stuff on the back. Don't read that. What even is that bit? That's not too much of a spoiler. Minecraft plans. Yeah, we love Minecraft plans. Do you know what? I would love it. Do they do Spirit City plushies? Let's find out. I don't know if they do, but they should. This is a term other people have searched. They do They do. No, stop it. They have Lenny the cat, 9-inch, and they also have a dust bunny. I need to mute this. Mute. When did they announce that with U2's? So U2's is where they do all of their plushies. So let's see, because they sort of, the way U2's works is like it's all done by drops. So they might not. Oh, they've got Has Been Hotel ones. Oh no, this is dangerous. People. Do I enjoy the Kerbal Space game? Anytime you see me playing Kerbal Space game, it's not me, it is Mini Wrench. But yes, we both enjoy it. He wants to be a engineer / astronaut. That is what Mini has firmly decided he wants to do with his life. And NASA recommends to help develop a trial and fail method of learning to promote curiosity and creative thinking, but sort of in a way where you're not just going outside the box. You kind of have to stay within parameters, but then how can you push that to its limits? And Kerbal Space Program is great for that. So NASA recommends, if you ever want to be an astronaut, that is a great game to get into that mindset. And obviously Mini is still relatively young, so I was like, cool, let's give him a go, and he absolutely loves it. He used to get a lot of like gamer rage if he failed, like if he couldn't get something right the first time and just failed, and this game has been amazing for getting him over that. It has a very steep learning curve, but yes, DJG, often it is missiles. Often Mini Wrench forgets the parachutes. But I saw a video recently of Artemis 2 doing its sea landing, and they had like 6 parachutes that deployed in like 3 different layers. So I'm going to get him to try something like that soon, because that was cool. But yes, NASA recommends Kerbal Space Program. There's a lot of real world physics. There's also, you know, lots of fun aliens, and it is essentially still a game. But he's been using it as his little astronaut training. Right, okay, sorry, I got distracted. So, plushies. So, the website, by the way, if you ever want to see what this is the site I'm talking about, and this is where not just, oh, it's doing it to me as well. Why are we getting all the, hey Fal, why are we getting all these crazy symbols next to stuff getting posted? I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like a little, it looks like YA, but it's not YA, it's symbols. It's so odd. It's appeared recently. I wonder if it's something, it might possibly be something to do with vidIQ, which is, you know, when I do all of my, I've just reached 85,000 views on my channel, which we did hit this last month. So it's something for me then as a, that's so odd. Yeah, it's to do with the link tokens. I don't know, man. They're trying to tell me stuff. YouTube's trying to tell me stuff, and I don't know what they're trying to tell me. So fun. Right, let's... With gardening. Gardening's a good activity. I'm going to let my character do some gardening, and I'm going to tell you about some of these YouTubes. Again, not sponsored. I probably should stop talking about brands that I'm not sponsored to talk about. But Alan Becker, the guy that does all the Stickman animations, he's got plushies. Baldur's Gate, Magic the Gathering, Avatar The Last Airbender. Oh, stop. Plushies or figurines, they do both. Subnautica's got stuff. RuneScape. Adventure Time, Helldivers, Warhammer Space Marines. But those are figurines. Oh, there's so many things on here that I could get for Minnie for their birthday. Oh my goodness, it's dangerous. Dead by Daylight, One Piece, Dispatch have got plushies. Cult of the Lamb, Hazbin Hotel, One Piece. And this is the thing, right? Super big brands like Cartoon Network and One Piece, that is obviously a Netflix show now, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they've all got stuff on here, Hotel Transylvania, and then like indie games and indie artists, which I really love. And the way it works is you pledge, I think they last for like a month, and in that month you pledge, yes, I will purchase this plushie, and then when they get enough people, they will then do an order run, which means there's no waste. Yay for no waste. Apparently we're being told to touch grass as well. And also there's community designs, so people can suggest stuff. So for instance, someone suggested the fox from Minecraft, and if enough people vote for it, then they will also make those, which is fun. Five Nights at Freddy's. Right, we were specifically looking though. Let's focus, because you can also search. So what were we searching for? Spirit City. Yeah, they had a Lenny the cat and they had a Dust Bunny. Shoulder Rider. Oh, is the Dust Bunny magnetic? Oh, stop. Okay, I need to find a way to get on the mailing list for these. So that we can see when stuff is coming up. Not just Plastic Crack, Plastic Crack and plushies. We were just talking about plushies yesterday, Fal. Animaniacs. Yeah, honestly, there's so much. We will start working in 3 minutes, by the way. 10:30. I tend to have about half an hour of mucking around. Also, if you look in the upcoming drops, there's a bunch that are like not announced yet. They're mystery characters. So it's worth a look. They're doing loads of South Park ones. But yeah, this is something that in the future Rainbow Sheep could absolutely be a part of, which is super cool. We're just not there right now. I am I had my stream audited this week. It was very humbling. It was, the thing is, I think I chose a bad time to do it, because obviously with Easter and stuff, I've had a lot of time off over the last month. Stop. There is, you know, the wild robot. There is this, what's it going to be? Is it going to be, there's going to be a wild robot plushie, a pin, and a Plastic Crack final figure. And it is the robot with the burb and the fox. Adorable. I can't even. There's so much. Fal, honestly, I've just been like, oh my god, why did I not think about this? Because actually Minnie's really into Avatar The Last Airbender, like in a big way at the moment. And I didn't even think to search here for that stuff. He's super excited as well because, like I said, our element is air, both me and him. So he's basically like, I could be the last airbender. Woo! I am the Avatar. Which is cute. Oh, they do pin blind boxes. And a puzzle. Cute. There's a weighted Appa plush. 16 inch. What's 16 inches? That's quite big, isn't it? That's a good cuddle. So, oh, now do I get him? Because I was going to get him Derpy, but I think Appa. I feel like he would prefer Appa. There's a 1 foot Appa sleepy plush. Stop it. There's Appa slippers. Oh no, we have a problem. There's an Appa pillow, a nightlight, shoulder riders of Momo. A 1 foot. Right, also, can I just say, a 1 foot pillow of a major license, $34.99. $34.99. I said that in a weird way. That's not a bad price. Marvin the Martian. Stop it. I am so sorry for introducing you guys to this website. But here's the thing. There have been a lot of these types of websites over the years. So you will probably notice that well, you may not have noticed, but I kind of rolled back my streamiversary. And so like when we do the next one, I think it's going to be like 4 years as a streamer, and actually it's closer to 7. But those first few years I wasn't really actively streaming. I was co-streaming and helping other people, so it wasn't really me as much as it was their thing. So when I've kind of done it from when I started taking it as a career, basically. But in that time there's been a lot of these types of websites. Makeshift is another one, which I don't know, Makeshift and U2's, I feel like started doing this sort of thing about the same sort of time, but U2's also does the vinyl figures, and they do pins and mugs and bricks, which I think are like totally not Lego. Yeah, totally not Lego, but there's like a Kraken set and a Has Been Hotel set and like a bunch of stuff. And I think because they had that diversity of products, they just absolutely shot off. And then they got a lot of really good licenses. So yeah. She's gonna go broke. Smart. Get them to pay for it themselves. Okay, yeah, we are gonna start our work. That's what we're doing right now. So we use a Pomodoro method here. We're going to do 25 minutes of solid working and then a 5-minute break. You can chat in that time, that's no problem. But we are going to start the first session. We've got the little music. I'm going to change our activity. Let's go to the gazebo. There we go. We're doing some work in the gazebo. Change up the music. I feel like we need. Have I made that too loud now? Possibly. No one tell me the music was off. Yeah, I've made it way too loud. Hold on. There we go. That should be better. About that. Cool. Cult of the Lamb. Yeah, the Cult of the Lamb stuff's cute as well. Alrighty. I'm gonna change them. Yes. And as always, we need to set a spirit to find while we're here. Some of these clues are quite difficult. Stepping out to breathe in some fresh air and uncramping my legs, I thought I heard some cow moo in the distance. Have we got cow sounds? Oh, we've got farm sounds. A little bit of soothing wind, and then activity, I'm guessing, needs to be stretching. Yes. Alrighty. So actually the 16-inch upper weighted plush is bigger than the 1 foot sleepy plush because that's 12 inches. And they're the same price. %, correct first time. Yeah, go Meeps. Okay. I will look at this later because I'm getting too distracted. I need to get some work done. By the way, if you didn't see me mention before, mini brands, the ones that do all the little miniatures, now do mini vinyls that actually, like, you can get a little mini vinyl record player and it actually plays the songs. So yeah, doesn't come out till July, but they're doing pre-orders for it. So I said to Minnie we might look at that first part of his Christmas present because he really likes music. Well, that's what I wanted to look at. Those are hard questions. Oh, I thought she'd broke then. I looked at the screen and it very much looked like she'd stopped stretching. Gonna hear a boop in 1 second. Oh, it kind of matched in with the music actually. Aha. For those of you that missed it yesterday, by the way, we gave the Sea Witch in Coral Island coffee, and I laughed my ass off because she got the zoomies and literally used the phrase, "Gotta go fast." I love all the little references we get in Coral Island. It really, really entertains me. I'm trying to work out, there's a bit in the story. There's like a whole chapter that I'm like, could I cut the chapter? Possibly. It's one of those, I love the chapter because it shows the relationship between two characters in a way that you'll want to look back on it later, but also the story works without that chapter. It's like a depth and world building sort of thing, and it really gives you the dynamic. But does it serve the central plot? Which is what I get asked a lot. And you go, no, but it's fun. Yeah, well, this is the thing, right? And I think it comes down to reading preferences. Because some people want, especially nowadays, a lot of people want their story to kind of just get to the point. Okay? None of this Jane Eyre describing the countryside for 3 chapters. Okay? None of that. Whereas I kind of like a balance between the two. And yes, I did like Jane Eyre. I think editing is probably harder than writing itself, in my opinion. Got loads of nerds who'll study the landscape and tell you why a river doesn't make sense. Yeah. When this is the thing, ultimately, like, these 3 books are, the world is massive. I have on my computer, let's see if I can find it. Oh, I need to sort my computer out at some point and put that on the list of things to do. How are we doing for time? I've got 8 minutes left of this session. So I've got let's just say I've got at least 10 documents which are the kind of the background rules of the world for different parts of the world and different mechanics and stuff. 10 separate documents. And I don't just mean like a page in each either. For instance, this one is, how long's this one? I can't even tell you, like, I was like, oh, maybe I could tease a bit, but I was like, everything's a giveaway. Yeah, they're all at least 10 pages long. Yeah, this world is like my obsession at the minute, and I really like it. I've noticed as well how much I add words into stuff, like through this editing process, because like I would say you start with, but you can just say you start. So you start cleaning, or you start with cleaning. It's just an extra word. No, you didn't show me your cake. I love cake pictures. Best cake I ever got was a Death Star 3D cake. Okay, I've worked out how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go through the chapter that I'm umming and ahhing about, and I'm going to circle all the key information. And if there's not enough key information, I'm going to scrap the chapter. Plan. Because you're right, I have shown the relationship in other places. You sent the cake. Cake. That is so fancy. Tasty. Was the buttercream on it also chocolate? Because it looks like chocolate, chocolate, and chocolate. Hey, there is always an excuse for cake. Okay, the chapter stays and I need to be kinder to myself. Yeah, I get that. I have to say, like, I think I get more excited over ice cream than cake. Or if it's cake, it has to be like almost brownie consistency. Like, hot take, my real name is Victoria, and so over the years people got me Victoria Sponge a lot, and I really don't like Victoria Sponge. It's too sugary, which is weird because I really like sweet things, but there's something about a really sugary sponge. Blech. Maybe too much as a kid, I don't know. There's no way! I know. Crazy, right? To be fair, anyone that hasn't been around the channel a while wouldn't know that. So it's new information for some people. I need to put sticky notes around my house that say, hey, you have a damaged rotator cuff. Because why I thought stretching like that right now was a good idea. That made me feel sick. I'm fine. Right. Pure sugar is not a flavour. Yeah, maybe that's it, right? Like, when I like sweet things, it's because they have an actual flavour to them, not just sweet. Coffee cake. I had a really good tiramisu the other day. Stream elements! We're done with that. I'm gonna go and check. Has it just like untoggled itself? Is that the problem? Oh, actually I'm not gonna log into that right now because I'm streaming. And if I log into the wrong thing, we'll disconnect the stream. Right, we are in the break. Stop what you're doing, have a stretch, have a drink, get some fresh air, whatever you need to do, but we are on break for the next 5 minutes. I'm not going to put the character on break because she's working towards a spirit. But yeah, that's good because my attention had already left the building. So yes. Alright, to be fair, I can use this time to look at the YouTube stuff. Haha. I don't know about I'm really in two minds about the Appa plushies. The weighted plushie. There's something about, I don't know. I can't, yeah, I'm not sure. Ooh, they got Genshin Impact. I just realised. Oh, they do. I shouldn't sound disappointed by that. They. I don't know what a sticky is. What is a sticky? What is a plush sticky? Oh, it's like magnetic. Oh, so they stick to other plushies. That's cute. So they've got all the Abyss mages. Electro, Cryo. Well, not all, but they've got Electro, Cryo, Hydro, and Pyro. That's cute. Don't think I could do the Warhammer ones, the Space Marines, without consulting Minnie that I couldn't do those as a surprise because there's so many. Guaranteed I get the wrong one. Wait, they got Kerbal. They did have Kerbal. Oh, they had the little aliens. That's cute. Okay, I need to stop looking at this. Sometimes taking a break is hard, but it's still important. Huh. Oh. Apparently. Might have accidentally pressed something. I did not mean to. Is there another Animal Crossing update? Surely not. No, we're on the latest version. When was the latest version? Okay, that is the end of the break. So we are into our second work session. I'm so thankful for we worked out to put the plinky sounds on. The plinky sounds are massively helpful. So again, this is Pomodoro, so we do 25 minutes of work and then have a 5-minute break. We are on the second out of 3 sessions. And then I think I'm going to have a food break after the 3rd session. And then I might play some Coral Island or something. And I'm just checking on here. I don't suppose it will tell me on here. Let's see. Oh, okay, I already knew about this, but yes, there was an update. So April 13th, there was an update to Animal Crossing, which include a special 25th anniversary item, which you get in your in-game mail. They've fixed some bugs to do with hotel guests and bulk crafting and item placement. There's some new Nintendo themed furniture. You can now craft up to 10 items at once. So when you go into the crafting, you can press Y. Once you've selected what you want to craft, you can press Y and choose the amount you want to craft, which is super helpful. And it doesn't take any longer either. It just takes the amount of time it would to craft one item, which is very cool. Can I look at this without it? Mute. I need to look at that. So you can get the app Nook Link for your phone, but I actually use a different app called ACNH Guide 2, and I use that to track, like, if when you go to different islands, it tells you what sort of island you're on. You do your daily checklist of tracking your turnips and getting your money and trees and your fossils and wasps and all that sort of thing, and who's visiting on what day and all of that information. You can also use it to track what critters you've already collected, what museum items, everything. It's really good. So I got that from the Play Store, but I haven't looked at Nook Link in a really long time, and it's possible because they've on March 21st, they did like a big like, hey, look at Nook Life, look at Nook Link. So I don't know if they've updated that as well when they did the big update. Might be worth having a look at. I did also upgrade my edition that Meets very kindly bought me, and I've upgraded it to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which just adds a couple of quality of life things to make it work smoother for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I love it. It works really well. Why has my phone gone off? Chaos this morning, absolute chaos. Oh, because I was looking at the, yeah, fair. It's highly possible that I have lost chat. Okay, right. Next point, when is the next Wholesome Games? I don't think it's till June. Wholesome Direct returns 6th of June. But I imagine I'll get some information for that relatively soon. I'm gonna keep doing Wholesome Games and Wholesome Direct, like the awards and the Direct every year, because it's promoting indie creators and game developers, and they do a lot for LGBTQ, they do a lot for women in gaming, so I'm just gonna, yeah. Plus we found some really good games from it. Big fan. I'm gonna pop there. If you want to keep up to date with what they're doing, this is their YouTube channel. If you subscribe there, when they've got big events coming up, they will announce it. Also, when they have got games that they're launching, because they've got in-house stuff now, it will also be put on that channel. It's just a good way to stay in the link. At this point, I haven't done this in a while. Verify you are human. Success! Oh, Meeps, are we confirming the 22nd? Is that confirmed now? Like it is for me, if it is for you, sort of vibe. Just let me know. Yeah, and a reminder, there is no Sunday stream this week. So we're doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because every Sunday Minnie goes to karate, and this week I am taking him, and with the transport and stuff, it's just timing. Let's do it. Cool. And on Wednesday, me and Meep's gonna be playing Plate Up. Yeah, it's going out. I'm such an idiot. Right. It's fine. I'll just consider it physio. So I'll update that on the schedule. So I'm having a brain die. Is it Plate Up or Plated Up? I'm gonna look it up. Plate Up, single. There we go. I thought it was. I don't know why I doubted myself. Babe, you are scheduled. And I am gonna do this one as Genshin. Okay, let's see what it's coming up. What are we at? 20th of April? When did that happen? So on the 23rd of April, Jay and Silent Bob Chronic Blunt Punch, the Atari game, is coming to Nintendo Switch. It's so crazy. And for those of you, do you remember we saw the trailer for Moomin Troll Winter's Warmth? That comes out on the 27th of April. You know, for those that are into the Moomin life. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle comes to Switch on the 12th of May. Snoopy and the Great Mystery Club on the 14th of May. Outbound, full release on the 14th of May. That's the caravan one we looked at. Farming Simulator 26, which I will not be playing, on the 19th. But one I definitely want to play, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, comes out on the 21st of May. Cutesy. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker Master Collection version is coming 27th of August to both Switch and Switch 2 with a whole bunch of bonus content. So much bonus content. Also Metal Gear Solid 4. Nice. And coming to Switch 2 in 2027, Pokemon Waves and Pokemon Winds. What is this? Waves and Winds? Ooh. Apparently they announced this last month, but I missed it. Metal Gear Solid 4. I liked it. This is the trailer for Pokemon Waves and Winds. Yep, it looks fun. Looks like I'm gonna want to play this. Although, I'll be interested how they sort of differentiate. It does look like there's some slightly different mechanics, which will be fun. Oh, the scenery is really pretty. Well... get all these in the diary. We're at that point of the year where they've now announced all the big gaming events for the year, so I just need to get them in the diary, and half of them I won't be able to make, but it's good to know what's going on. Got about 6 minutes left in this session. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this as well. So, Insomnia Gaming Festival was going to come back this year, and I was really hyped for it. I was like, great, because there was a lot behind the scenes that didn't work or go right, but in terms of going to the festival and the experience I had as a punter, I really enjoyed that one when it was at Birmingham. And was it at Birmingham? Yes, at the NEC. But they've now cancelled this year's event. It's not happening, which is a shame. But there's a lot of people that have been like quite aggressively like, well, yeah, of course it's not going to run because X, Y, and Z, and you didn't listen, and there's a lot of aggro about it. So I don't know. There's obviously a lot going on behind the scenes, but I was disappointed because it was nice to see that they'd found a way to come back, and then for it to then get cancelled again, I was like, okay. But yeah, so anyway, if you have tickets for Insomnia, they have been issuing refunds. I would say that if you have not yet received a refund, you should contact them. Just because we're sort of out of that allowance window. Because they did the announcement 3rd of March. It's now 20th of April. And they said like allow 10 working days. So that's, 2 weeks. So you're sort of well within your, hey, just checking in vibes. But it's a shame. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to getting back to that one. Although I think they moved the location. I made it further away. Okay, let's see. Oh, and if for those of you who are wondering, I'm not doing the UK Games Expo this year. I'm not presenting board games or anything. Mainly because I have other commitments that I need to be local for. Oh, that was the thing, we're getting DreamHack next year. DreamHack in Birmingham. That was what I wanted to look at. How much are we talking DreamHack? We don't know. Tickets aren't on sale yet. Very well. I will put myself on the list. A couple of minutes on this session and then we'll be taking another break. Let's put it in the calendar anyway. 2nd to the 4th of April 2027. Less than a year away. It's going to be in Birmingham, which is a big deal. Yeah, that is one that I really want to make. I think, was this year the first year that we had it? Not sure. Where was it in 2025? Yeah, this was the first year it was in the UK, and it went well. People were happy, from what I can gather. $54,000 plus attendees, with a reach of 321 million thanks to their creators. 1.3 million in prize money won over the weekend. 800 plus guests and creators. That is time for your second break. Take your 5 minutes, stretch, hydrate, do the thing. Yeah, so 3 locations. Atlanta, May this year. Stockholm, November this year. And then Birmingham, April next year. Because we just had this year's one. I say we. I didn't go, but I will be. Want to go to the next one. Mainly because I want to like catch up with some peeps. That would be good. Oh, do you know what? While we're on break, I have not looked at what the epic game is for the... I know it's Monday and it came out on Thursday, but I haven't checked. So we're going to check now. The Stone of Madness. Mature 17, Peggy 18 basically. The Stone of Madness is a real-time tactical stealth game set in the 18th century Spanish monastery. 5 prisoners pool their skills and resources to face their phobias, stave off insanity, uncover the mysteries of the monastery and find a way to escape. Well, that sounds scary. Oh, I don't know, it's got like an Arkham Horror vibe to it. Well, we're gonna get it. Because what I tend to like pool scary games, or, you know, even if they're not scary, sort of like more creepy games, because then around Halloween time, we just crack all that stuff out. And this is by Tripwire Interactive. Intrigue. And then next week's game is Doomblade. A sentient weapon hell-bent on escape. 2D action Metroidvania style game. And that's Peggy 7. Lush. By the way, if you are someone looking to get into the gaming industry, DreamHack is currently hiring for all different sorts of roles in sales, marketing, hospitality, and also because they're part of the ESL Face It group, there are also other jobs in various parts of the company, all sorts of locations. Have an occasional game idea. Might need to look into coding and stuff. Nice. Do it. And when I say all sorts of locations, they're currently hiring in Malaysia, Germany, United States, Europe, because they have some remote jobs as well, London, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, did I say that one already? Possibly. Various places in the United Kingdom, Japan, various places in the States, Poland. So yeah, lots of opportunities going. Good, their press page is currently a page holder. Fair enough. Right, that is the end of the break. We are into our third work session. Among all the other stuff. Yeah, but you know what? There's time. Oh no, the Nottingham gaming market was yesterday. Boy. I could have gone to that as well. No. Wait, we have a board game club? We have a board game club. We have two board gamers of Nottingham who have the acronym BEGONE. Love that. And Games Haven Nottingham. Regular board game socials on a Sunday and a Thursday. Both at times I can't do. This is probably why I've not paid much attention to it. Darn it! Because it's a Sunday, but it's like a Sunday lunchtime. Bah. Okay, Nottingham Video Games Expo, 18th of July. Do we have an actual website? Yes. Okay. Eighteenth of July. It's also the same day as Splendor. Why do people do this? I want to go both. Okay. All right, we are on another list for tickets. I'm hoping to have my music stuff sorted out enough by next year that I can actually apply for things like Splendor. That would be good. Thing is, we're just taking the time with it. We're just getting it right. Like, I was very fortunate to be offered some very good people to be like, hey, we actually want to help and get involved. So I was like, okay, let's slow this down and do this properly, which has been cool. Although admittedly right now they are waiting on me to do stuff, but that is because I'm broken. Who's performing this year? The Wombats, love that. The Wombats at where did I go last year? Oh my goodness, brain. Why Not Festival. Jeez. The Wombats at Why Not Festival were amazing. Professor Green was as well, actually. Just shared your latest creative venture in the Crafty channel. Looking. Amazing. Custom Monster High doll. I love it. Yeah, I kind of like the tied back look, I have to say. But then the big hair, also cool. It's definitely an improvement. All right. Huh? I was going to say that didn't look right. See, I'd love to take Minnie to MCM Comic Con, but I'm not doing the London one. Maybe we give Birmingham a try. 7th to the 9th of August. Yeah, the past 2 years in particular, the absolute horror stories I've heard from London, and I know that in that level of a crowd, Minnie's not going to be comfortable anyway. Whereas I know the NEC building quite well, I know where the quiet areas are. Yeah. It's Olympia where I have a problem with the events in London. Essentially any of the events that the security team they use. I've heard so many things, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of attendees that are causing problems in a big way. Yeah, also I thought I want to give Birmingham a try. The NEC team, like the in-house team, are really good. And I know MCM often have their own team as well. But again, it's like, from what I can gather, a local team. No shade on London security guards, by the way. Like, I am from London. But MCM ComCon in London is an absolute mayhem. The other thing is if they have an age limit. Oh no, kids can go. Love it. Kids 5 to 10 can enter with a discounted daily kids ticket. £7 a day. Thank you. That makes such a big difference. £7 kids ticket, and then £22 to £28 for the day ticket for the adults. Nice. So this is our third and final work session of the morning, and there's about 12 minutes left. So use this time to kind of make your notes of where you've got up to, if you're going to be pausing for lunch even, not just like if you're done for the day, fine, but if you're pausing for lunch, still make your notes, make a little list for yourself of where you've got up to, what you need to do next time, just so that when you come back, after your brain has been distracted by yummy tasty things, that you know where you need to go from, because I guarantee you'll forget. If you don't write it down, you will forget. So yeah, and once the session ends, we'll have a look what new spirit we got. And then yeah, I'm gonna grab some lunch and then come back and play some gaming. I might chop and change a bit as well. We might do a bit Coral Island and a bit of Genshin Impact, and just derpy around games in general. But I need some gaming, I think, as a pain distraction. What have I got this month? You know what's left of it. I've got, I'm going to Stratford upon Avon. We've got Earth Day. Wednesday is Earth Day. I've got the Beltane Pagan Market. Then we've got Beltane, 2 separate weeks. Got a trip to see the Devil Wears Prada, a trip to Costco, very important. And then next month is an absolute banger. Oh, Devil Wears Prada is technically next month. Next month, I'm going to see Ninja Sex Party with some very dear friends. And I've got 3 different sets of people staying over at different times. I've got physio, yay! I've got the Nottinghamshire County Show. I've got a D&D session. Got at least 3 different birthdays. Got the Gathering of the North. Got a trip to Alton Towers. Yeah, there's a lot. A family fun day. It's busy. May is busy. We're in the final 5 minutes. There we are. If you have been here all morning, congratulations. You've just done 3 work sessions. Good job. If you joined us for one, if you joined us just now, also, hello. We do these sessions every Monday, 10 a.m. BST, usually until about midday. And yeah, we get some work done, start off our week. Now let's see what spirit we got. Stop it. It's a cute little cow. Bell Blossom. Why can I not do the thing? Oh, there we go. Beautiful. They are, as always, in chat. Gentle and cheerful, enjoys quiet, contemplative surroundings. If it's in an especially feisty mood, it might take up an offer of a friendly race from you or a fellow spirit, but most days it prefers to go at a leisurely pace. Magically produce plant-based milk like almond and soy in all varieties of flavours. Its personal favourite is strawberry milk, but it's not technically plant-based, strawberry milk, but that's fine. Loves eating grass and flower seeds and can tell from the blossoms on its head which seeds it's eaten. Cute. Adorable. And we got a new rank. $500 credits for us. So there we have it. I love this, by the way. Playing with a pigeon like it's a cat with a ball. The pigeon's just like, what am I supposed to do with this? But I love it. But you can also do this. I want to show you with one of the other ones. Okay, look, he sort of chases it. It's cute. Adorable. Alright, I am going to go get some lunch and hydrate and stretch, and I encourage you to do the same. We will be back probably 12:30. It's 12 now. I don't think I need longer than half an hour to just get some food and then come back and play some games. I think I'm probably going to jump into Genshin Impact. I think that's the plan. I might try and knock out some of the quests. You know, we've got like a quest backlog at the moment, so knock out some of that. That might be the plan. Although we are in the middle of a tournament. Maybe finish the tournament first. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I will see you shortly. Have a lovely break.